it's always nice to shoot with your home crowd. I have had the chance to do it a couple times, and it's a really special feeling.
Start of the gold medal match. Katharina Bauer on the shooting line as Germany start against Turkey.
And immediately after she gets off the line, she starts telling her teammates, okay, I went off there, I did this for adjusting, and yeah, maybe you should do the same, because she hit the gold. So she said both of us are low, so maybe adjust for that a bit. And she did. That's the right elevation. Just a little bit to the left, but they have a good group to start with.
Yeah, the grouping. If you're new to archery, is all about how close that trio of arrows is together.
Yeah, so also an 8. And again, that communication is key here. Getting off the line, immediately saying, okay, I did this, and it hit there, so maybe you can take that into account with your next shot.
A 6. Not what these archers at this level are looking for. Anagosh onto the shooting line.
Great shot to recover. So limiting the damage between the two teams. Germany seem to have a really nice group, so if they can just move that group to the middle, they can put this out of reach for Turkey.
It's a good way to start that correction.
It doesn't get much more to the middle than that.
Charlene Schwartz.
She's right next to her previous arrow, so you can see that she's leaning over and adjusting her sight a bit.
It does mean notionally that they can't put this out of reach, depending on the measure, of course, on that last arrow. But Copeland puts it into the 10.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good group they have there. So Charlene moved her sight. If she can get her arrows into the gold as well, I think they're doing really well. Turkey looked like they were maybe searching a bit more, but yeah. Again, the group is good. She hits her second arrow right next to her first arrow, and that's in archery. It starts with shooting a group, and then if you have a group, you can change your sight setting or your technique to put it in the middle.
Well, as you can see, this one is out of reach for Turkey, despite one of the German arrows requiring a measure.
Bit of a long hold, and maybe a loss of tension, but she must.
The next one of those from Paris in just 2 weeks' time. And now we turn our attention back to the gold medal match between Turkey and the host nation Germany. Turkey trailing 2 set points to 0 will shoot first in the second.
It was a bit of a weird sound from her bow. I don't know if it makes that sound every time, but it was like a metallic sound. Sometimes if you shoot a bad shot, your bow will sound different, and you can judge if it was a good or bad shot from there. And this is not really doing them any favors with the way that Germany is shooting.
It's not very Turkish, is it?
No, we're used to them shooting a bit better, but for all we know, it might be more windy over there on the line than it is here.
Well, there was a proper conversation going on there between Katarina Bauer and her teammate Charlene Schwartz. So maybe you're right. Maybe there's a difference in the wind down the 70-meter range, so it's calm on the shooting line and maybe a bit blustery down the other end.
Yeah, because if you have so much communication going on the line, I'm sure they're not talking about what they had for breakfast. I think they're exchanging information about where they are aiming. If they see anything in the arrow flight, you can see that the teammates are standing behind and looking at the way the arrows fly to the target. So yeah, there might be some wind that maybe goes over the audience and drifts the arrows a little. And again, very consistent. Last end she was in the top left in the red, and now she is high in the yellow. So it's just a matter of changing the group again, and she'll be good.
8.
Well, she went left 6 for the first arrow, right 6 for the second. Not what we'd expect from Yasmin Anagosh. Big opportunity for a very commanding lead here for Bauer and co.
10.
The confidence must be absolutely sky high now.
Yeah, and I think they get more and more relaxed as their shooting is going so well, and Turkey is struggling to find out where to aim and what to do. Another, I think, 10. It's difficult to see, but
9's enough.
yeah.
by a long shot. They've matched the score even without that measure being considered,
Yeah.
and they have 1 arrow left.
So just hitting the target will be enough for this set.
Croppen determined to get it in the middle. Croppen getting it into the middle.
And that's a great way to do so. So although, from what we've seen so far today, although an 8 is not necessarily bad, Germany has only shot 1 8 so far, and the rest has all been in the gold. So
9.
27, that's pretty good. Although, yeah, from what we've seen so far, I think Germany will have no problem with this. So
Yeah, I mean, it's very good at 27 halfway through, but this standard and the way that Germany is shooting, they won't be too fearful.
yeah, just looking at the group of Germany, they have that one left low 8, after which I think Charlene has moved her sight, and then ever since then they've only hit the gold. So shooting at 27 might not be enough for Turkey to actually get back in this match. It's a bit of commentator's curse there.
Yeah, well, you said it before me. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? But it does mean that Croppen perhaps is under a tiny bit of pressure here halfway through. You can see Schwartz and Bauer in the background just discussing that shot. And another one left, so a bit of wind perhaps.
Yeah, and they are communicating, and you can see that some adjustments are being made now, and they are constantly looking around, looking at all of the information that they can gather from the field. There's a couple of flags, like wind tunnel flags, wind socks they call them, and you can get a great deal of information from there. As Turkey is also hitting left, so I think something is happening on the field that might not be so easy to see with the naked eye, but that you'll just have to find out when shooting the arrow.
Well, another one's gone left as well for another 8. So this actually keeps things alive for the Germans here, having gone halfway through the set 2 points down.
And it likely confirms that they what they were thinking, that it might be the circumstances on the field making them hit left rather than their shot. So they can still fire confident shots without thinking, ooh, it was maybe me who shot the arrow in the 8. It was more likely the wind.
Well, let's see how the Germans have adjusted here. This is a gettable target, but they can afford to drop 2 points. There's one of them for the 9, so a better shot from the Germans from the last 2, but they need to match that score of 53 to get the 1 point for the 2022 European title on what would be a very special occasion for the Germans, who are shooting at home.
Well, maybe a little bit of over-adjustment there, meaning we'll get another set.
For sure we will. It's confirmed that Germany can't reach that target score of 53.
And now with this arrow, it would be nice to know for the team, like, okay, where did I aim that one? It was more of a feeler arrow, like a test. You could just shoot it without any consequence. You can.
Turkey have fought their way back into this gold medal match. They still trail by 4 set points to 2 as they get the 4th and final regulation set underway. And straight into the gold, and a little bit more buoyancy from the Turkish team.
Yeah, a little bit more dynamic energy in there when she got off the line. I feel like the fighting spirit has gotten back when they won the last set. Something that is very it's always there in the Turkish team, that fighting spirit, but sometimes it just resurfaces.
10, 98.
Just the 4th 10 from the Turkish team.
Yeah, and I don't think that Germany has shot many more things, maybe 1 or 2, but they've
they've only shot 3 themselves.
Yeah, they've just been more consistent in hitting 9s and maybe an 8 on a bad shot rather than a 6. So those 2 points, they only need to win back 2 points, because if they tie the set, they get 5 set points, or they get 1 set points, which adds up to 5 set points, and they'll win the match. So Turkey will have to shoot some good arrows, and that is one of them. They need to win this set. They cannot tie the set, or they'll lose the match.
And they still have it in their own hands here as well. 2 10s will put this out of reach. That's opened the door right up for Germany.
I think if, yes, I mean, shoots a 10 here, they still get a really good shot, as Germany will have to shoot a 28. In this case, a 27. So 3 9s will do the trick, or a 10-9-8 or a 10-10-7, but at least 27 is what they need.
So they can afford to drop 3 points. Bauer into the 8, so that's 2 of them gone already. They can only afford to drop 1 more point here and still get the European title. Charlene Schwartz on the line.
It's a good 9, and this puts a lot of pressure on Michelle, but, well, if anyone, I mean.
So 10 for the win for Kroppen, a 10 for the European title on home soil. Well, she's hit the 9 for a 52, so currently the scores are all level at 4. Now they'll be sliding their minds into gear here, sweeping away the nerves. the shoot-off for the European title, the compound women's team, recurve women's team discipline, as Germany take on Turkey. 1 arrow per archer. Highest score wins over 3 arrows in this shoot-off.
Right now it's difficult because typically you shoot 1 arrow and then your teammate steps on the line and shoots another arrow. So you can say, okay, the circumstances at this point were this, but now there's another team shooting in between with a 7. Oh, they open the door, but now some time has passed, so the circumstances might have changed since Katarina shot. So it's a bit more difficult to communicate about the wind or the circumstances.
This is a big arrow for Turkey.
So all Michelle has to do right now is to hit the gold.
That's it. Just hit the yellow part of the target. Easier said than done in these tough circumstances. But if she does hit a 9, she puts this out of reach. Oh, she's high into the 9. It's a lovely shot for Michelle Kruppen. A 26 is not gettable for Turkey. Got to be fair to the Turkish team. They were in all sorts of trouble right at the beginning. They fought their way back to force this shoot off. But Anagosh's arrow is meaningless, unfortunately, for Turkey. But Germany here can celebrate